by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Pirates will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. Brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Henry. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. For just a second about UTSA. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Some misdirection with the counter. Plows through the defense. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
And when you run these counter-type plays, you're getting extra offensive linemen pulling at the point of attack, opening up a crease for that running back to gash the defense.
And the Roadrunners with the 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Lugo. Finds his tight end. There he goes. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. The Roadrunners will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Catches it at the 15. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. run the RPO and fire to the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Turning it on. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Defense covering. But not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's right. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Takes the handoff. It's Montgomery. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25. And the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Purple Pirates! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for space, it's Henry. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Looking to throw, it's Lugo. Trying to burn this defensive back. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy,
it's a running room. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Pirates.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
East Carolina, 14. UTSA, 0.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Anderson.
Returner brings it out to the 19. UTSA will take over.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
To the air, it's Lugo. Quarterback now breaking the field. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And the Roadrunners decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the oath. They'll start this drive from the 42. Off play action on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming.
East Carolina, 14. UTSA, 0.
First play of the period will be a second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to get the edge on the right. Can't get him to the ground. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On third down, he drops the throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Pirates line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Lugo. He's going to let it go. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
This game is going perfect for the defense right now. They haven't been on the field that much. The offense hasn't had that many possessions. Here we are at the end of the first half. They're still pitching a shutout, and they're ready for this quarterback to take shots. They're sensing the frustration, and that time in perfect position, forcing that incompletion.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He fires to the left side. He's got it on the outside. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. The quick out. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle? Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's right. Keeps it. Oh, a lot of space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. The Pirates just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. The give on the option. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There's a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
To throw, it's right. Hauls it in. He's loose. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And the Pirates look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
They want to run this quarterback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Buying some time. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Lugo. That's caught. It's Henry. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's looking deep. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route, right?
Oh, trickery! He'll try to run it in. They're not going to get there. Tried to sneak it in for the 2, and they'll get 0 instead. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Johnson. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
He's now 2nd down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Pirates need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's right. He's going up top. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Pirates will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be knocked down.
And your UTSA Roadrunners will take over 1st and 10.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Quarterback making checks. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there.
Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for the room. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
East Carolina, 17.
The Roadrunners will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Jenkins. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
First and 10.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start this third quarter with a run. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Brings up.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Going to try to get it himself. Took care of it himself. Turning on the Jets. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. The Pirates are on the move.
It's not fun playing defense. I got to cover these fast wide receivers all over the field. You're going to run tempo. You're going to spread me out. You're going to do all this stuff to me. And then it doesn't work, and you call a pass play, and then it turns into that because your quarterback's so special.
He'll take a shot. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Looking downfield, it's right. Caught over the middle. It's Montgomery. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half, and it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today, this one from 34 yards out. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Southern Miss is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Hattiesburg for some time. They're up by 18 over Jacksonville State. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Back to pass. It's Lugo. Fires to the big fella. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete on the right side. At the 35, he's open. He stopped it, forced out of bounds, just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Let's go! Let's go! Wants to adjust the pattern. QB draw. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UTSA!
It's just so nice to have a single ball who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
To the air, it's Lugo. Starting to feel a little pressure. He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6.
Man, it's nice to call plays when you call a pass, and the quarterback doesn't see anything, and he just takes off and makes you look good and turns it into a run. Nice job on that 2-point conversion.
He'll bring it out. It's Jenkins. They bring him down, but not before a really good return. Sets up this offense in solid field position. One final play before the end of the quarter. Snagged in the middle. It's Riles. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, East Carolina 20, UTSA 14.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll give it to the back. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
Just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Looking for a man. It's right. Here comes the heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
But what a play by the defense. They're trailing here in the fourth quarter by one possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The offense changing the play. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. To the air, it's right. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, East Carolina. And they take it in for 6 more points. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the fourth. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone.
14.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Anderson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to go up top on first down. He wants to take the top off. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back.
Gets away from one. He's got space. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Man, that's just what this defense did not need. Late in the football game, up by a couple of scores, you just can't give up the big play. And listen, that was a contested catch, but we got to get guys on the ground. Can't give up explosive. Let that clock tick and preserve the lead.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes. Almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Lugo. He lets it fly. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Roadrunners.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Back in the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. On the option. Now the toss. Wide open spaces. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
This quarterback is making outstanding decisions so far in this game, and you've already seen it throwing the football. The guy already has over 200 yards passing, but he's doing it in the running game as well. Really good decision that time. Seeing nobody accounting for the pitch guy, you flip it out, you pick up a nice play offensively. Really good football IQ from the quarterback position.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Dropping back, it's right. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And that was one the offense needed and the defense had to have, and they could not get the stop.
And the gamble by the head coach and play caller pays off. Of course, if that's incomplete, it stops the clock. So they needed to have it. Great execution at a time where it was so critical.
Looks as if he's going to run it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, ECU. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail meat coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
UTSA 22.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Clark. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. And that's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
Wants to throw. It's Lugo. Bringing the heat. It's incomplete as the 2-pointer fails, and I guess unless they were concerned about games of chance, there wasn't really a reason to try to do that, but this game is over. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going, but now they've definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of a season. This team right now, completely different, almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for them.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Colligan, Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Second-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start. At their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Finds his man, it's Tate.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll go to the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The give to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab past the marker. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, saying go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big 1st down.
Sticks it in his belly. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. It's a seam wide open. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Lost a throw on 1st down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. These two Blue Bloods really didn't become rivals until Penn State joined the Big Ten in the early 90s. We really sense that Ohio State has been a bit of a measuring stick for Penn State.
I think we always talk about Penn State. We talk about winning the big games, and how do they play against Ohio State? A big rivalry. Palmer, it seems like they're always there. They're always in the game, but do they find a way to break through and win this rivalry?
Yeah, it's always so close, too. You think back to Woody Hayes, and you think back to Joe Paterno. For years and years and years, when these two teams play, it is so physical. There's so much talent. It could go any way. This is one of the more fun games to watch every season.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make 2 in order to pick up that 1st down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, still going. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. He wants it all. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. And you saw that there on the incompletion.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
Fourth and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it.
Timeout, Ohio State.
From the gun. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward.
There he goes. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Gets it to him on the screen. There he goes. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Got room on the return. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully. Forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the first half.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. You've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
This home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Graham. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a fourth and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the fourth down.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Turning it on. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Saunders. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Showing the arm strength to the left. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Penn State! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
How about this offense responding late in the first half, getting the score, now an extra point away from tying this football game, going into the half. It's exactly how you draw up a 2-minute drill. That's how you want to finish a half.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
They'll run play action. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye D.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man, you see that, you want to go get it, recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit.
You sort of get the feeling here in the second half with the game tied. It very easily could come down to which of these two quarterbacks has the football last. Bit of a blown opportunity there on third down with that incompletion. This guy's going to have to lock in for the remainder of the game.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6. Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wide out level noise. On 3rd and long. turn one loose downfield. The sure hands, it's Smith. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down.
And there you see the arm talent by the quarterback. Throwing a curl route into zone coverage, you've got to get the ball there quickly. And you saw the cannon this QB has.
On 4th down, going to the air. He's got it, 1st down and more. Gets it to the 46-yard line, 1st down for this offense. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in, it's Graham. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple of shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They take the lead with the 6.
And the running game is so important when you get inside that 10-yard line and that field starts to shrink. And it's so nice to have a...
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the 2-point conversion. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Aller. Pocket breaking down. Got it in the middle, it's Allen. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Allen. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Dumps it off to his back. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Wants to throw it. Got a man. It's Ross. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. From the 30-yard line on first down. He wants to change this route. Looking for a man. It's Aller. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The Nittany Lions, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Get it out on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I think on offense here, in a 2-minute situation, down in possession, you got to think about taking shots down the field. The quick game, these screens, bubbles, swings, that's not going to work here.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, they get the touchdown here, and I think if you're the head coach, you got to go for 2. You got to have a 2-point play dialed up right now. What can you run? You feel like you can execute to tie this thing with not a lot of time left on the clock.
Makes the grab on the left. He's into the end zone for the 2, and we've got a tie game in the final 2 minutes. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fair catch, called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Grab behind the line. It's Smith. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Sayin. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. The pressure was rising. Drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so in the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Making side adjustments here. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Got his man to the left. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
And that's what you told your running back. Hey, we're running the football up the middle. Put 2 hands on the football. Make sure you don't lose it. Square it up. Let's try to let this clock tick down as much as possible. And you're in an opportunity where you can kick the walk-off game-winning field goal.
The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game, late. But with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
They'll try the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Absolutely center cut. Celebration is wild on the sidelines as they've taken the lead in the final seconds. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. So Penn State takes down Ohio State, a couple of blue bloods, cornerstone programs in college football, and you know both sides can't wait until they meet again. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David,
Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. Fielded in the end zone, it's Graham. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19. Probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Got it set up on the outside. Oh, he's got some space. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Right down the middle. Intercepted, and the first drive ends for the pick. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Job number one for a defense is to create negative plays, to create turnovers. How about this? Opening drive of the football game, getting a big turnover, setting your offense up in great position, and building some mojo. This defense, that is a picture-perfect start.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the air on first down. Rush is on him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. To the air, it's Sayin. Quickly out to the tight end. It's a running room. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. Give to the running back. Got the first down and more. Oh, a lot of space. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. To the ground, he's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Motion from the wideout. They'll try to outflank him with the jet sweep. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got it and still on his feet. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water inside.
Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, you're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
With the catch, it's Concepcion. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Reed. Fires to the middle. Finds the big tight end. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
That's good for a Fighting Texas Aggie.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On the move. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Right on target this time. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the 1st half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To throw, it's Reed. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Got it in the middle. It's Concepcion. Brought down after the catch at the 4-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. And the Aggies are threatening on 1st and goal. Quarterback keeper. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies.
This is like having an extra running in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Coming out with it, it's Graham. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it left. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you could tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
To the air, it's Sayin. Here's the pressure. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a fourth down. And the Buckeyes racing to the line in a hurry-up. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Finds his big tight end. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a first down.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, fourth and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last fourth down there.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could...
Looking for a deep man. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the left. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. He's loose. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Reed. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Finds the tight end. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. It's a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. They'll immediately call timeout. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead. The Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pre-firing. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great...
Snatches it on the right. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
This is a designed run. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Aggies are moving quickly down the field. A designed run for the quarterback. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. And as he throws, can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give to the back. How about that play behind the line as they lose 5? And the Buckeyes in the hurry-up.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They've got to keep their quarterback up.
Well, in a situation like that where it's third and long, there's not a lot of plays to get that thing completed and keep the drive moving. So you're just trying to buy yourself some real estate and help your punter.
Perhaps their punter is injured. Perhaps they don't like to punt. Perhaps they hold an inherent bias against kicking the ball to the other team. Whatever. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
And they'll set up with a free kick from their own 20. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Reed. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Working that left side. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the score.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggie. Welcome to Caesars Superdome, home of the Saints here in New Orleans. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 3rd-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. And he's not going to take the touchback. He was hoping for something a little more. Dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. Makes the quick grab. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Manning. Fires to the tight end. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
Well, that play was designed for that down and distance, right? You saw how he barely got enough to pick up the first. Really nice job by the play caller there, understanding the situation and what play to dial up.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
On target. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line. Making the running back a weapon in the passing game makes it so difficult on the defense to cover everything.
No doubt. And listen, there's so many matchups across the board. If I'm playing offense, I'm going to assess it. Like, where do I have a speed advantage? Is it a running back versus a linebacker? Is it receiver versus a corner? Whatever it is, I'm doing.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really beat great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get him on the ground like they did right here.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got a man, it's Moore. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Dead center perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Snags a quick pass on the left. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Texas 3, Ohio State 0.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
That's a really nice throw. And you think about being the starting quarterback at the Ohio State University, with all the great players they've had here recently, what this offense expects from you. This is explosive passing attack. You've seen that now in recent years. They push the ball vertically down the field. This guy has the skill set. That's why he's out there on the field right now. He allows this offense to really go, and he's playing at a high level.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Pulls it in. It's Tate. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
Man, that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break.
He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.